You were not looking for a sign today. You were just trying to get through. Perhaps it was the quiet morning after the funeral, when the house felt empty. Or maybe it was weeks later, on an ordinary Tuesday, when grief returned. It perched on the porch railing, watching you with quiet, steady eyes. It stayed longer than birds usually do, long enough for you to notice. In that quiet moment, something inside your heavy heart began to shift. You did not say anything out loud, but you felt a sudden warmth. Throughout history, people across many different cultures have asked the same question. Is that you, visiting me from the other side to bring comfort? This video is for anyone who has ever felt that quiet connection, and for those who felt foolish for even wondering if it was real. You are not foolish, and you are certainly not alone in this. Welcome back to Backyard Bird Mind, where we explore these mysterious bonds. If you are new here, please subscribe to join our quiet community. Today, we are exploring the deep spiritual history of the Red Cardinal. It is the bird most associated with the presence of lost loved ones. We will look at where this ancient, comforting belief first came from. We will explore how deep this connection goes across different human traditions, and we will see what science says about this unique bird's behavior. Before we discuss cardinals specifically, let us understand belief in general. This comforting idea did not start with modern social media posts. It did not begin with sympathy cards or holiday gift shop decorations. The belief that birds carry departed souls is thousands of years old. It is one of the oldest spiritual convictions in human history. In ancient Egypt, the soul was called the Ba, represented as a bird. This bird-like soul could travel freely between the living and the dead. In Celtic traditions, certain birds were seen as messengers from another world. They brought signs of hope and comfort to those who were grieving. In Norse mythology, birds flew between realms to carry important messages. The Native American traditions also hold deep respect for winged spiritual messengers. Across the entire continent, birds represent a connection to the Creator. In Japanese Shinto beliefs, spirits often manifest in the natural world. Virtually every culture with a close relationship to nature shares this view. The specific connection to cardinals is strongest in the American South. In these regions, the northern cardinal is a familiar year-round resident. They remain through the harsh winter, bright red against the white snow. Their extraordinary red feathers make them impossible to miss in any season. These traditions have been passed down through families for many generations. A cardinal appearing after a loss is seen as a true visitation. There is a popular saying, "Cardinals appear when angels are near." This simple phrase has no single, traceable origin in history books. It exists as a piece of shared folk wisdom, passed between grandmothers. It is written on memorial cards and embroidered on soft pillows. It is understood by grieving hearts without any need for explanation. This kind of deep, intuitive belief is worth taking very seriously. But why the cardinal specifically, out of all backyard birds? The answer is not random. It is rooted in their biology. Let us look at the physical characteristics of this beautiful creature. The male northern cardinal is completely unmistakable in the wild. In a winter world of dull browns, grays, and dark olives, the cardinal is a brilliant, saturated, and pure crimson red. It is a deep, vibrant red, designed to be seen clearly. Against the white snow, the cardinal blazes like a small flame. Against bare winter branches, its bright color catches your eye instantly. In the gray light of a cold morning, it stands out. This high visibility is the result of millions of years of evolution. The red plumage signals strength and health to potential mates. It helps them defend their territory from other rival birds. But to a grieving human, that flash of red is different. It acts as a powerful beacon of life in a dark time. It stops you in your tracks, pulling you out of grief. It makes you fully present in a way that is rare. And then, the little red bird decides to stay close. Cardinals are not the most skittish of our backyard birds. They are cautious, but they can also be surprisingly bold. A cardinal that perches near a human has made a choice. It has assessed the quiet, still person as completely safe. This careful assessment by the bird takes a little time. It makes the quiet encounter feel deliberate and deeply personal. When a cardinal stays close, something special is happening, whether it is territory, food, or something we cannot explain. The emotional effect on the grieving person is very real. What actually happens to our bodies when we see a cardinal? This is the scientific part that most people do not expect. Grief has a very specific, taxing effect on the nervous system. It keeps the body in a constant state of hyperarousal. It is a persistent, exhausting alertness that drains your energy. The mind is constantly scanning for the person who is gone. Researchers describe this state as physically demanding and deeply tiring. It makes even the simplest daily tasks feel completely impossible. And then, the brilliant red cardinal suddenly lands nearby. What happens next in the brain is well documented by science. When the brain encounters something vivid, unexpected, and beautiful, it experiences a sudden, powerful shift in its neurological state. The constant scanning stops, and the body finally relaxes. For a few precious moments, the grieving person is present. They are simply there, with a beautiful bird on a branch. Grief researchers call these moments continuing bonds experiences. They are not signs of denial or unhealthy attachment at all. They are a normal, healthy part of processing deep loss. The cardinal does not need to be a literal messenger. The experience of being pulled into the present moment is real. It brings comfort, regardless of what caused the bird to land. But for millions of people, it feels like much more. It is a mystery that science cannot fully measure or explain. Let us share some of the stories people have told me. These patterns are too consistent and frequent to simply ignore. A woman in Tennessee shared a story about her father's passing. He passed away in the cold, quiet month of February. On the morning of his funeral, she stood by her sink. She was just trying to survive the next difficult hour. Suddenly, a cardinal landed on the fence post outside her window. It was a spot no bird had ever used before. The beautiful red bird stayed there for 11 quiet minutes. She counted every second, feeling a strange sense of peace. A man in Ohio shared a story about his late wife. They had been happily married for 43 wonderful years. She passed away on a quiet Wednesday in late October. The following Sunday was their young granddaughter's birthday party. And the family gathered in the backyard to celebrate her life. A cardinal appeared and sat on his late wife's favorite chair. It stayed with them through the entire family gathering. No one said a word, but everyone felt her presence. A woman in Virginia had not cried since her mother died. She had been moving through her days like a machine. One afternoon, she was taking out the heavy trash bags. A cardinal landed directly on the trash can lid near her. It looked straight into her eyes with a gentle expression. In that moment, she finally let her tears flow freely. These are not rare or isolated stories from long ago. They are incredibly common experiences, shared by many who grieve. The specific details change, but the red cardinal remains. Let us look at what science can tell us today. We know that cardinals are year-round residents in many areas. They do not migrate, so they are always nearby. A grieving person sitting quietly is very attractive to them. The stillness of grief creates the perfect conditions for connection. But we do not know if that explains everything completely. The timing and emotional precision of these visits remain mysterious. Science is excellent at measuring things within its current framework, but it is limited when measuring things beyond that framework. The people who experience this are not confused or foolish. They are ordinary people who found comfort in a dark hour. Their personal testimony deserves our deepest respect and open attention. What should you do when a cardinal comes to you? You do not have to decide what the visit means. You do not have to defend your feelings to anyone. Science is excellent at measuring things within its current framework. Let the comfort wash over you for as long as it lasts. Carry that peaceful memory with you as a gentle comfort. The cardinal brings a quiet, healing presence to your yard. And sometimes, that quiet presence is exactly what we need. It is more powerful than any scientific explanation can be. Just a flash of red, a flutter of wings, then stillness. A gentle reminder that love does not end with death. You are not as alone as you thought you were. The beauty of nature has a way of healing us. Keep your eyes open for the little red messenger. It may appear when you least expect, but need it most. Let us reflect on the history of these winged spirits. From ancient tombs to modern snowy backyards, they fly. They bridge the gap between our world and the next. Their bright red feathers bring warmth to the cold winter. They sing a sweet song of hope and remembrance daily. Many people find solace just by watching them feed. A simple bird feeder can become a sacred space of peace. The cardinal watches us with a deep, knowing curiosity. It seems to understand our sorrow and our quiet longings. It sits patiently, offering its silent companionship to us. In the busy rush of life, we often miss these signs. But in the stillness of grief, our eyes are opened. We notice the small details we used to ignore completely. The curve of a branch, the soft fall of snow, and the brilliant red bird sitting quietly in the cold. This heightened awareness is a gift of our sorrow. It connects us to the deeper rhythms of the earth. It reminds us that life continues, even in winter. The cardinal is a symbol of endurance and inner strength. It survives the coldest nights and sings in the morning. Its vibrant color is a promise of returning spring. When you see one, take a deep, slow breath. Let the heavy weight in your chest lighten a bit. Feel the connection to those who walked before us. Their love remains, as bright as the red feathers. It is carried on the wind, in the quiet garden. We do not need to prove these mysteries to anyone. The truth of the experience belongs solely to you. It is a private sanctuary of hope and quiet healing. So welcome the little red visitor into your life. Let it perch close and share your quiet space. Listen to its soft chirps in the early morning. Watch it fly gracefully across the gray winter sky. It is a beautiful part of our shared human journey, a bridge of light in a sometimes dark world. We are grateful for these moments of pure grace. They remind us of the beauty that still remains here. Thank you for sharing this quiet journey with us today. May you find peace in your own quiet backyard. May the red cardinal bring comfort to your heavy heart. Keep watching the branches and keep hoping for signs. The natural world is full of quiet, healing wonders. We just have to be still enough to receive them. Till next time, keep your backyard bird mind open. Let us look closer at the cardinal's daily life. They mate for life, showing deep loyalty and care. They feed each other, a tender gesture of love. This devotion makes them even more symbolic of love. They are protectors of their families and their homes. Their song is a clear, ringing whistle of joy. It cuts through the quiet morning like a bell. It calls us to wake up and see the beauty. Even in the rain, the cardinal remains bright red. Its spirit is never dampened by the gray storms. It stands as a beacon of hope for us all. So when the world feels cold and completely empty, look out your window at the quiet winter trees. You might just see a flash of brilliant crimson, a small friend waiting to bring you comfort today. It is a simple gift, but it means everything. It is a touch of grace in a difficult world. We are never truly alone in our quiet grief. The universe has a way of sending us comfort through the wings of a beautiful, bright red bird. Let us cherish these small, quiet visitations always. They are the quiet threads that connect our hearts. Across the boundaries of time and physical space, love is eternal, and so is our deep connection. The cardinal is a beautiful reminder of that truth. Thank you for listening to these comforting stories today. Share your own cardinal stories in the comments below. Let us support each other in our quiet healing. Subscribe for more peaceful bird stories and quiet reflections. Wishing you peace, warmth, and many beautiful signs today. Goodbye for now, and keep watching the quiet branches.